Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of Supernatural Sunday. All right, now on today's episode, before we get into it, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. We jumped up quite a bit in subscribers, which is fantastic. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for the views, for the comments, for the likes, for all of it. Thank you so much. Now, on today's episode of Supernatural Sunday, we're going to talk about the next of one of my favorite episodes of season 5. And this one is season 5, episode 19, called Hammer of the Gods. Now, in this episode, we get Matt Frewer, I think is how you say his last name, and he plays Pestilence. And he also played in the movie Watchmen. He was the voice of Max Headroom in Pixels. And he also played in Stephen King's Desperation, which was a TV miniseries. This episode also stars a Rika Sharma, who plays Callie. And she also played in Alien vs. Predator Requiem, Tasmanian Devils, and a movie called The Core. Now, I've seen AVP Requiem. I've seen it. And I've seen Tasmanian Devils. She was good in both of those. I have not seen The Core. And as far as Matt Frewer goes, I've seen him in Watchmen. I've seen him in Pixels. And I saw Stephen King's Desperation. So he's a renowned actor. And the episode also stars a John Emmett Tracy, who plays Mercury, and he also played in the film Beneath, Grace, The Possession, and 50 Shades Free. Now, I have seen Beneath and I have seen Grace, The Possession. I have not watched 50 Shades Freed. I'm sorry. I have not. All right, so in this episode, the Winchesters are abducted by a group of renegade gods who want to use them as a bargaining tool to stop the apocalypse. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into clips from Season 5, Episode 19, Hammer of the Gods. Here we go.
This ain't no peep show, man.
We all know why we're here. The Judeo-Christian apocalypse looms over us. Now, we do have two very valuable bargaining chips, Michael and Lucifer's vessels. And the question is, what do we do now?
Oh, I don't like his tone. Kill him? Why? So the angels here can bring him back again?
I don't know what everybody's getting so worked up about. This is just a couple of angels having a slap fight. Certain Jormungandr rises up, and I myself will be eaten by a big wolf. Whole world's getting carried around on the back of a giant turtle. Give me a break. Shut your mouth when you talk to me, boy. No one's ever proved that.
Stay.
Sam, Dean, good to see you again.
What gives you the right?
No one gives us the right. We take it.
Better late than never, huh?
Guard this with your life.
Lucy, I'm home. Not this time. Guys, get her out of here. Lucifer, you're my brother, and I love you. But you are a great big bag of dicks.
What did you just say to me?
Dad loved you best. Then he brought the new baby home, and you couldn't handle it. So all this is just a great big temper tantrum. Time to grow up.
I'm not getting in that thing.
Just get in the car, princess. Gabriel, if you're doing this for Michael...
Screw him. If he were standing here, I'd shiv his ass too.
You disloyal?
Oh, I'm loyal. To people, Lucifer. People.
So you're willing to die for a pile of cockroaches?
They are better than us.
They are broken, flawed abortions.
Damn right they're flawed. But a lot of them try to do better, to forgive. I've been riding the pine a long time, but I'm in the game now. And I'm not on your side or Michael's. I'm on theirs.
Gabriel wanted you to guard this with your life.
Maybe he's a fan. It is a good one.
I've got the kielbasa you ordered.
What the hell's going on?
Sam, Dean, if you're watching this, I'm dead. Without me, you got zero shot at killing Lucifer. But you can trap him. The cage you sprung Lucifer from, it's still down there. And maybe, just maybe, you can shove his ass back in. And here's the big secret. Lucifer himself doesn't even know. But the key to the cage? It's out there. 4 keys. Well, 4 rings. From the horseman. You get them all, you got the cage. Dean, you were right. I was afraid to stand up to my brother. But not anymore. So this is me. Standing up. And this is me. Lying down.
My goodness.
Oh, man.
All right, there you go. There's clips from this episode. It's a great episode, and it plays into the season so well. So well. But, before we get into the explanation of this episode, I do it every Sunday. I always try to throw it in there somewhere. So we're going to throw it in right now, and it is the cup of the day, ladies and gentlemen. In my little Back to the Future mug, still drinking out of that thing. Yeah, I like that. So, when you have coffee, some people put cream, some people put sugar, some people add things to their coffee. I do not, however. I drink my coffee black. Simple reason being, you have to be real careful, real careful about what you put in your coffee. Check this out.
This here is your first lesson in coffee. Without anything in it is black coffee. And there's coffee regular, okay? That means 2 sugars and milk, which they have forgotten. So can I borrow some of yours? Coffee regular. I love it.
That's breast milk.
Here we go, folks. First cup of coffee of the day, minus the breast milk. Good. All right, now. I'm gonna have another sip. So good, so good. All right, so episode 5, or season 5, episode 19. Okay. The plot of this episode is just goofy enough, with enough wit and charm to be fun. There is enough of the ongoing arc that this episode is needed to fill in pieces. So it's just not like a loose episode that just do anything, for the season. It's not just a filler. It actually has pieces in there that actually play into the plot of the season. We also get Loki slash Gabriel back for another episode where he stands up to his brother Lucifer and lets him know whose side he's on. Now we had the one episode where Dean had told him that it wasn't about, um, you know, anything. It was more about Gabriel being afraid to stand up to his brothers than it was anything else. So in this episode, he actually stands up to Lucifer and tells him whose side he's on. He's like, "Hey, I'm on the side of people." Uh, so that was pretty cool to hear that from him. Um, we also find out a way to trap Lucifer. Now we're getting into a way to trap Lucifer, basically with help from the Horsemen. So as we get into this episode, we find out that there is a way to trap Lucifer in the cage. To open the cage, the Winchesters have to get the Horsemen's rings. All rings from the four Horsemen, and that's the cage. That's the door to the cage. So now it's going to be them trying to get the rings from the Horsemen, tracking them down, which we already have one. I think we've already got one. Uh, War. We have War. I'm pretty sure we have his ring. Because if I'm not mistaken, they cut that off to stop him from Ellen being killed a few episodes back. So we do have one so far. So now we have to collect all the others in order to open up the cage to trap Lucifer. But you have to throw his ass in there. But that's going to be a total other debacle there as far as that goes. But anyway, this was a fantastic episode. Like I said, it played so well into the seasonal plot of everything. And it wasn't just like a filler episode to pass the time. A little bit of trivia going on here. Okay, so there is a scene in this episode when Dean is talking to the gods. He says, "All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up." This is a direct quote from Army of Darkness, Sam Raimi's Evil Dead series. So that is a direct quote from that film. That was pretty cool to find that out. I mean, I like, Sam Raimi's films, the Army of Darkness, the Evil Dead trilogy. I love those things. Even the new movies that have come out have been really good. But this episode was fantastic. We saw growth in Gabriel. We saw the fight between Gabriel and Lucifer. They had a battle there at the end of the episode. We also found out that Gabriel had relations with Callie at one time or another, although it did fall apart for both of them. And there was some awkward feelings there between them, but they sorted that out pretty quickly. It was cool to see different gods. In this episode, we had Loki, we had we had Odin, we had Mercury. Callie was a god. We had all these different gods, and they're all wanting to stop the apocalypse. So they gathered together and entrapped Sam and Dean to use them as a bargaining chip to end the apocalypse. But of course they did. Lucy showed up and ruined that whole spiel. But you have demons afraid of it, gods are afraid of it, everybody's afraid of it except for the angels. So it's getting kind of bad. It's getting kind of rough. We're almost at the end of season 5, so it's going to get a lot rougher as we go along. So, with that being said, excuse me. With that being said, we're going to end the episode here. Kind of a short episode today. Um, I will be on the regular schedule for the holidays coming up, so don't worry about that. If anything changes, I will post something on the community side so you know what's going on. But as far as right now goes, there will be a Mikey's Movie Rampage on Tuesday. Then we'll be back again. Excuse me. losing my voice. Then we'll be back again on Thursday for Classic Movie Buffet Theater, and then back again next Sunday for another episode of Supernatural. So please stay tuned for those. Like I said, if anything changes, I will post it in the community page, so you will get notified of that. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Get us out there, and stay tuned. Come in and hang out with us. Thank you guys for joining the family. Those of you that have just recently joined, those that have been around for a while, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. You're greatly appreciated. Now, all that being said, like I said, we're going to end the episode here. So we'll see you guys on Tuesday for Mikey's Movie Rampage, where we talk about a new movie that's getting released. And I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.